People regularly get frustrated when they go onto a diet. Why? Why do we all get frustrated when we start to clean up our nutrition? You want to know why, really? It's because as soon as you start a diet, you recognize all the times you were cheating, snacking, eating the wrong foods, eating at the wrong times, not eating enough of the right foods, not drinking enough. It all comes crashing down when you actually start to make change. Then you notice how big of a gap there is and how big the mountain looks and what you're going to need to do to possibly get there. And it just feels overwhelming. And at that point, you're looking at such a big mountain, you're possibly thinking, I don't even know how I can get there because I can't sustain this effort. And so at that moment, when we start to make the change, as a diet, for example, you just feel all those instincts and intuitions to eat all the wrong foods, and you tell yourself, there is no way I can win this battle every time. Well, I think, personally, I have found incredible success at that moment not defining your core values about why you need to change your nutrition, your sleep, your exercise, your meditation, your mindset. I think it's better to describe why that's important to you. And in that effort, it's not a core value. It's not saying, I want to lose weight or clean up my diet because I believe one of my core values is health matters. That's great. I'm so happy that health matters to you. I'm so happy that that got you in the door, or that was the first step. But now, why does it matter to lose weight? Because I don't want to feel fat. And I don't want my blood pressure to go up, or my diabetes, or I don't want these things to get worse. I want to take charge and I want to make change. So I want to control my nutrition because I want to control my life. I want to feel like I have a say. That's great. So why are you taking charge of your nutrition? Because I want to feel like I have a say in what I eat. And I'm not a slave to my body. Now, that has so much more power behind it. But most people are not connected to something bigger than the way that mountain looks. And so they feel so overwhelmed. They go to change their mindset about exercise, nutrition, life, quiet time, meditation, all these things. And as soon as they start to monitor what they think, what they feel, and how they're acting, I can't do this. I'm just perpetually repeating negative trash. That's great. Well, now you're becoming aware of it. So the first thing is to become consciously incompetent. You want to know and become aware of what it is. But at that moment, when you go to make change, it feels so large. I can never learn to be a positive thinker. I can never learn to look at whatever the case may be because that mountain looks so big. And so if you want to know why people start a nutrition program, a diet, or whatever the case may be, and they don't stick to it, it's because when they're immediately confronted, when they start with all the instincts, intuitions, and desires to get off the program, they kind of lose that battle. And one of the reasons they lose the battle is because they can't stop looking at the mountain. Instead, they need to start to look at the milestones. Okay, what will allow me to win today? What would be the biggest mistakes I can make today? To eat ice cream. So don't eat ice cream. As long as you don't eat ice cream, you will win. Some of you might now go eat ice cream. Here's the point. Here's the key principle. When you go to start change, you notice how much change you really need to make. And at that moment, you just feel like you just won't be able to endure it. You won't be able to persevere. You don't have the patience and the fortitude and the resilience. And that's the moment to tribe up. That's the moment to get a partner. That's the moment to get somebody else who is either currently struggling, helping other people who have struggled, or has struggled and succeeded in the past. You want to know why? Because they can empathize. And they can say, whoop, That mountain is big. All right, well, let's just take a picture of the mountain. Let's go back to work. And you can trust them, and you possibly respect them because they have actually done what it is you would like to do. And so they can help give you a good narrative. They can give you guiding principles. They can ask you the questions that allow you to speak and say, this is why it's important to me. Why is it important that you change your nutrition? Because I want to stop eating ice cream. Who wants to stop eating ice cream? Ice cream is delicious. You don't want to change your nutrition because you want to stop eating ice cream. So you got to find those reasons for yourself, and you talk to somebody who's really going to listen. They got both feet on the ground, and they can give you the tactics and the strategies to hit milestone after milestone without looking too long at the big mountain you need to climb. You can just look a couple feet or the next mile marker ahead. So, when you just start to change, and you say, I want to change my nutrition, I want to change my diet, or my movement, or my mindset, or my meditation, think about tribing up. Think about working with somebody who can help make that whole thing, that big transition time, easier, and those middle moments, they can help make sure that you're effective and efficient so you don't get weighed down and not finish the climb. So if you enjoyed this, check out DominicSessa.com, my YouTube, if you're on my newsletter, thanks for being here, my Instagram, and we'll talk again soon.